Now, the iPhone XS is a phone that is often forgotten, but what if I told you that it's a pretty good phone to buy in 2024? Now, the iPhone XS is a phone that is a great phone for many reasons. It still has a good display, it still has the latest software, the camera is still holding up great, and it will give you a really good experience. And whenever I review old phones, I feel like reviewing it after years is the best way to tell if a phone is actually worth it. You see how it handles after many years of use, and you also see how it holds up compared to the newest tech. And that's why in this video, I will be giving you guys an in-depth look at the iPhone XS and help you decide if it's worth buying in 2024. Now, when it comes to design, the iPhone XS is one of the best looking iPhones of all time. The rounded frame has always given me a great aesthetic, and the curved edges soothe it out while making it more comfortable to hold. The XS is rounded all around. It feels the most premium out of any iPhone that has come after it, and I think that in terms of size, it is the most comfortable when holding in hand. The XS is also pretty durable on the display and back. I haven't had many drops, but whenever I did, it will usually be in the house. My display has no scratches, the back and sides have little to no scratches, and I'm very happy that my phone looks good after 5+ years. A nice part about the design on the XS is that it has a glass look and feel on the back, which makes the phone always look new. It's very easy to clean, and it screams luxury. The stainless steel is a fingerprint magnet, but I'd be lying if I said that it didn't help with the quality look. I prefer the matte feel all around though, because it will result in me having to clean it less. The XS is also very comfortable to hold. It felt very comparable to the iPhone 11 Pro since they are the exact same size with a rounded frame. It has a nice snug fit that complements my hand whether it's in landscape mode or when I'm holding it regularly. Now, in terms of weight, the XS is actually pretty light for its size, which definitely adds to its quality feel. The XS weighs 177 grams, and I feel like it's one of those phones that's small and looks as light as it's supposed to be. The color on the XS is amazing. This color was always my favorite on any Apple phone, and it looks even better when you look at it with the glossy Apple logo. Now, moving on to the most important aspect of the phone, the battery on the XS has been very good and has been treating me very well over the past 5 years. I'm mainly on my phone scrolling through social media, watching YouTube videos, doing simple things like texting, making phone calls, and replying to emails. And whenever I use my XS, I always end up doing a lot on it. And this is one of my favorite things about the XS. It's still designed for power users. I'm getting over 5 hours of screen time, and it lasted me for a good amount of the day. This also includes playing music while I'm in the gym, and at the end of the day, I still have battery left, which is good for a pretty old phone. When it comes to charging, I use my XS with my 30-watt charger, and it usually takes about an hour and a half to get to 100%, but that's pretty much just like any other iPhone. And that is honestly one of the best attributes of owning an iPhone XS. It has a good battery life, and it's cheap, so you're getting the best of both worlds. Now, getting more into the insides of the XS, the A12 Bionic chip has been holding up very well, and despite me gaming much less on it than in the past, whenever I do decide to play Asphalt 9, it performs very good. And mind you, when I'm playing heavy games on it, there's no noise, it doesn't get extremely hot after a while of playing, and I felt very comfortable throwing any app at it that I could. On a day-to-day basis, I'm taking pictures, using social media, and watching movies and content on it. So if you are someone who is looking to get the XS, it is very reliable in terms of power. Now, in terms of display, even in 2024, the iPhone XS has been holding up very well all across the board. And personally, my favorite part of this phone is that it has a big, boxy, punchy, vibrant display that still looks really good. Just like the new iPhones of today, the XS has a Super Retina display that is still evident till this day. Whenever I watch a high quality video on YouTube, I always can tell the difference whenever coming from a different phone, and it even has the classic 3D touch that I wish newer iPhones still had. The XS has 660 nits worth of peak brightness. The colors were still able to pop whenever I use my phone outside, even though at times it can feel a bit outdated. A lot of times I'm using social media when I'm outside on my phone, and I was still able to read everything, watch videos, and use it regularly. Now, when it comes to the viewing experience of the XS, it's one of my favorite displays on the older iPhones. It has a pretty small notch that takes up a little less screen than Dynamic Island on the 15 Pro, and the colors were more punchy, so that was an added benefit. The size greatly enhanced all of its attributes. One of my favorite things to do on this phone is watch YouTube videos on my phone, and a very vibrant, punchy display created really great aesthetics. Speakers made watching movies on the display even better, and personally, the iPhone XS has really good speakers that are holding up very well. The responsiveness mixed in with the 60Hz refresh rate really gave me that classic Apple feel. It responded very sharply to my every move, and even though it is 60Hz, I will give it a pass because it is that old. Now, going further into size, I love how the XS was able to make the most out of the 5.8-inch display, from the very small notch all the way down to having very small bezels and a flat display. The XS is a phone that arguably has a better display than most budget phones in this price range. It's not afraid to give you top tier specs, and it has truly aged very well. Face ID is still one of the best in the game. It's damn near as good as the iPhone 15 Pro, and it's basically better than damn near every Pixel phone. Now, moving on to camera, The XS is a phone that not only has given me consistently good pictures, but also has given me top tier yet quality videos. The XS's zoom photos are a thing of beauty. No matter how much I zoomed in, the quality was still very clear, precise, and still maintain accurate colors. Now looking at the outside photos, my skin is just right, but can be prone to yellowing depending on the lighting, and I found every selfie that I took to be of very good quality. I also took some photos of random street objects in different places, and the XS has not disappointed me in the slightest, especially with its great camera software. Inside photos were top tier as well. Many times, I'm trying to get the best lighting as possible, which is why the photos look great. Selfies were still pretty good. And as always, another iPhone is providing excellent pictures. And now when it comes to shooting video, the XS has a good amount of options. You can shoot in high resolution, proving that this is a still very up-to-date phone at times, and it can go toe-to-toe with a lot of phones of today. And the XS is a phone that I will feel pretty comfortable using if I ever had to take some videos. So in conclusion, if you're someone who is very photography savvy and you want a camera that will provide you with good photos and videos, and also here's some extra videos that I was able to get. And alright you guys, that's my review on the iPhone XS after 6 years. It's a game-changing phone, and I wish that Apple was able to bring its style back. It's the epitome of a top-tier iPhone, and I'm glad that it's been holding up well 6 years after its release. And let me know down in the comments, do you guys think that the iPhone XS is worth buying in 2024? Let me know. And if you guys enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'm going to see you guys in the next one. Peace.